How about the normal way? I'm sure we can connect to a witch, or even the warlock she used before, to reopen a portal to the human world.
The warlock she used to get to the human world died, remember? And he was the most powerful warlock in the human world, practically a god himself. What other human could be used to open a portal without another human dying?
Wait, a human dying?
It was merely a suggestion. The faster we get this human home, the faster we can move on and finish off the Demon Lord.
Well, what are we going to do with a human now?
We can give her a room to rest in. Humans need sleep after all. Maybe by the time she wakes up, we'll think of a solution.
Come.
The woman with the rabbit ears looked down at me and lowered her hand to me, inviting me to take it. She had a kind but concerned expression on her face, so I trusted her. I slowly took her hand and began to stand up as the fairy figure brushed off the small patch of dust that accumulated on my dress. I couldn't do anything. I was forced to listen to the beings around me because there was nothing else I could do. Without them, I couldn't get home. My heart ached, but I had to accept my predicament.
Here, I'll bring you to the open ambassador's room. You are free to rest there for now.
Thank you. I don't know. Am I supposed to question? What about Diana? Is she gonna be okay? What about Diana? The floating person giggles softly as the woman with the rabbit ears cleared her throat.
She'll be fine. She's being taken care of right now.
Stop giggling.
Why not just say she's getting fucked?
And the brute strikes again with the lack of tasteful filtering between his brain and his mouth. You still have yet to prove me wrong about my expectations of you.
Keep testing me, assassin. I'm not afraid to rip your spine out of your body and use it as a back scratcher.
You can very well try, brute.
Wow.
Ugh! Would you both knock it off?
Come, everything will be taken care of.
Before I could process, the woman led me out of the room and into the hall. I kept my eyes down, trying to take in more of the situation I was in. I was trapped in the demon world, and Diana was out of commission. The demon lord had plans for me, but what exactly was his aim for? This has something to do with that horrible nightmare I had. I could have been bait. I could have been revenge. I don't know, nor could I figure it out. At least I was safe. At least I hoped I was safe. Ooh! The woman led me to a room that practically screamed medieval fantasy. Everything was clean, but still had that old age feel, as if no one had ever stepped foot in the room until that moment.
Rest here for now. When Diana is well again, we can discuss what to do.
Okay. Thank you. I noticed the woman before her gentle curtsy and left, closing the door behind her. I took a moment to observe my surroundings, interested in understanding the authentics. This was fantasy turned into reality. It was like I'd gone back in time. Why though? Was the demon world really that behind in the times, or did magic supersede technology and this was the result? Despite the situation I was in, which was beyond heartbreaking and terrible, my curiosity began to fester in my mind. I was as if I was given a golden opportunity to learn something new. However, my thoughts began to drift, and I found myself becoming weak and dizzy, no doubt from the shock and trauma I had gone through. I stumbled towards the bed, needing to sit down and let everything settle in without passing out. As my rear hit the mattress, I felt a small, pleasured sigh. Holy crap, this is a comfortable mattress. I found myself fall back, and my entire body suddenly melted in the softness beneath my body. It was like I was sleeping on a cloud. Was that possible? Demon magic may have something to do with it, but I was certain that I was drifting into almost a blissful sleep, just laying on the blanket and mattress. Not caring that I was still in my dress, I closed my eyes and drifted to sleep. I needed the rest, since Diana wouldn't be available for a while anyway. Darkness surrounded my mind. My dreams remained silent and hushed in the cool and calm black. No nightmares appeared and no sounds were made. I was simply resting, and that's all my body needed. I let my thoughts wander in my subconscious, thinking about what was going to happen now. What will the boys do when they realize I'm gone? What will he do? I imagined him finding a way through to the demon world and pulling me back to where I belonged, wrapping me in his arms and swearing he'd never let me go. I would be relieved and we'd be married just as we planned. How unrealistic was that? I had to be realistic right now. I was stuck, and the only one who seemed to be able to send me back was Diana and her companions, whoever they were. I had to trust them, whether I liked it or not. Eventually I did rise from my sleep, somehow fully refreshed and calm. How could that have been?
Did you have a good rest?
Oh! Hi! I turned my head to see Diana at the door, arms crossed and leaning against the doorway archway. She had a look of concern and pure curiosity in her face as she awaited my answer. Are you okay? Diana stared at me, slightly shocked. Did she not expect me to ask?
Huh. Well, yes, I'm fine now that I've had proper rest.
'Cause heck, even I'm gonna ask, are you alright? 'Cause you were in pain, love. That's good. Diana shook her head and stepped into the room, closing the door behind her.
So we need to find another way to get you back to the human world. It won't be easy, but I believe it can be done by tonight, at the latest.
Tonight, really? She nodded and crossed her arms again, leaning on one hip.
It will take time to get our shadow agents to gather the necessary supplies, but they are not hard to obtain, being that we're in a position of power. You must be lucky.
What do you mean? If I was lucky, I'd be having my wedding right now. Oh! What the? What are these? What do you do? They're weird triangles. What's this? Turning aside before casting a short spell under her breath, in front of me appeared a floating map. Ooh, almost like a hologram. It showed an entire world with mountains, plains, and forests, it all was surrounded by sea and water. Diana pointed at the marker that had a purple banner at its tip. It was marked in the center of some mountains and forests. It was at the very center of the map.
That is where we are currently, the center of the Abyssal Plains.
Ooh. Oh, wait, so maybe I could have my wedding here with Sam if Sam gets his ass here. Diana then ran her fingers in a circle around the marker, showing a perimeter around it.
Everything we need for the spell is within this area. It will just take time to gather the materials and prepare it.
Right. I nodded and understand the situation. I was going to hope they'd be able to go home tonight, which was better than not going home at all. So what should I do until then?
My suggestion? Stay in this room. I can mark this room as off limits so that no demon may enter that would confuse you for an intruder and kill you.
Okay. I gulped. I didn't want to die. Diana made the magic map disappear. She shrugged.
However, I cannot stop you from whatever you wish to do. Just don't leave the castle.
Got it. I nodded as she turned to leave. As she stepped out, Diana looked back to me with a reassuring look.
We'll get you back to the human world. I promise you that.
Finally, she left me alone in the room. I let her out a small sigh and looked up at the ceiling. I had to wait until tonight to actually do anything. What was I going to do? You're not going to go out of the goddamn bloody room. I don't care. There's a chance we're going to get our ass killed. No, I'm not risking it. I got a funny feeling. Don't give me an option, please, 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 please. Part of me agreed with Diana's suggestion, wanting to stay in the room and be safe in case the guards didn't know who I was and could kill me on sight. My curiosity, however, wouldn't leave me alone and wanted me to explore the castle. I was handed an opportunity to explore a castle in the demon world, and a part of me didn't want it to go to waste. No. I was torn on what to do. Don't. No. 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 Damn it, I want to go explore too. I don't know. She could die, like she said. But she could die anyway if she stays in the room. I mean, somebody could come in. Stay in the room. Better be safe than sorry. I fell back onto the bed and closed my eyes, contemplating taking a nap to make time go by faster. Staying in my room was the best option for me, both so that I wouldn't get lost and it'd be okay in case the guards were on duty. I had a small sigh before looking around the room. Was there anything I wanted to look at closer?
Excuse me.
Oh, hello. Before I could find anything, I looked at the door towards the voice. Peeking was the rabbit woman, cautiously remaining behind the door while looking at me.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I am. Thank you. Please come in. I trusted this woman, despite barely knowing her. She assisted me in coming to this room and was one of Diana's comrades, so I felt that I could put my trust in her. The woman nodded before stepping into the room and closing the door behind her. She turned to me and stood by the door.